Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Shannon. If you're new here, welcome. We do a lot of makeup around here. And in today's video, as you can see by the title, we're doing a full face of a mixture of drugstore. All products are pretty much under £10. And yeah, this is the look I came up with. Super easy. And yeah, so if you do enjoy the video, give it a like, comment and subscribe. I'm really close to 200 subscribers. Over half of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you are watching my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you just click the subscribe button. You don't have to watch my videos, but if you could subscribe, that would be really helpful. So yeah, if you do want to see how I created this really flawless, bronzy, sparkly, cute glam using all products under £10, then keep on watching. I've also got quite a few friends on my face today, but that's okay. I'm going to show you, I just whacked my back. But I'm going to show you how you can cover up anything you don't want to be seen with drugstore products. Actually, I'm going to go do my eyebrows off camera, as always using my got to be glued little magic wand, and then I'll be back to probably start on the eye. So I'll be back once I've done my eyebrows. My eyebrows are done. They're just looking like this. They took quite a while to do today, even though I haven't filled them in. I am just going to take my wipe and go around them like I always do. For eyes today, I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate Edit Petite palette. So this is the palette here. It's literally just like neutral shades, but I'm going to use this, and I'm also going to add, these are so grubby and they've got hair on them. I'm going to add some of these glitters on as well. Just, to prime my eyes, I'm just going to take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Warm, just because I think a concealer will work just as good as the P. Louise base. So I'm just going to chuck that on and pack that all over the eyes. Got my brushes here that I use all the time. I don't really like carving out my eyebrows because I think it makes the eyebrows look like too structured, and I kind of like the more natural, fluffier look. So I'm just going to kind of blend it up into the brow, but not make them, what's the word? Not carve them out as such. Just that is the eyes primed. I know I look a little bit crazy, but it will all come together at the end. So I'm actually going to use this Lorac Cocktail Collection face palette, because this was literally like a tenner, I think that's drugstore price. I mean, it's pretty affordable, so I'm going to use this as well. So I'm literally just going to take the shade Freckles, is it? This one just here, and I'm going to use it as like a transition shade just all over the lid. I'll zoom you right in so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm literally just going to use that, pretty pigmented, all over the lid just to create a warm transition, and then slightly wing it out at the edge as well. I'm literally being really rough with this, and I'm going to take it into this bit of the nose so that when I contour my nose, it's already got a bit of definition in there as well. And do the exact same thing on the other side. And then we can start to deepen it up and add more definition to it as well. NYX palette here, and I'm going to take this colour. I am going to just take it on the same brush just because it's an easy one to use. This is the brush I'm using. It's from Jessup Beauty and they were gifted, so thank you for gifting them to me. So I'm just going to dip into that colour there. Quite a lot. This is quite a big brush for what I'm like gonna do, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna start to add that colour right to the outer section of my eye, and really softly hold the hold the brush right at the edge and like do circular motions and really like fluff it out. And you can see it's really adding the definition to that wing that we want to get. And then pull it forward. Don't worry if there's any harsh lines up here, we can always blend that out with another brush in a minute. But try and get the wing angles as similar as you can, otherwise it's obviously going to look a bit strange. Take a really fluffy brush. So this is the one I'm using. This colour here, I don't think they've got names, but this is the colour I'm using on a really fluffy brush. This is just so that it's going to make the blending a lot easier for us to do. And then all I'm going to do is fluff along the edges of that dark area at the top, just so that it really blends up into the brow instead of like having a harsh line. That is just what I find works best for me. I'm then going to take a slightly denser brush and go back in with that dark colour so I can really pack on the brown right into the outer corner to really make it a lot darker. So I'm going to literally just pack, as you can see it's a lot darker now that I've used a more denser brush. So I'm just going to pack that on the outer section of the eye, and I'm kind of leaving this part lighter so that the glitter can stick to the lighter bits and really pop on the inner corner. I think I've changed my mind about these glitters. I'm going to grab a different one because I think it will look nicer with the lip we're going for. Actually found a pink that I like. So the glitter I have chosen to go for is this really nice glitter from Kiko Milano. It's in Holiday Gems. I think this is a limited collection eyeshadow topper though, so I'm not sure whether it will be available anymore, but it is still drugstore, so technically it still counts. I'm just going to take some of the NYX glitter glue on a flat brush and pat it on the back of my hand, and then just go over that front part there. All I'm going to do is take it on my finger like that, and then I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm really not meaning to swear, but I'm just going to slowly tap this on where I placed the glitter glue, and look at that shimmer. It's so nice. I think this is perfect for going out, occasions, birthdays. I think it's just really simple. It looks like you've done a lot, but it hasn't taken you that long sort of look. I'm just going back in with that brown and just blending out the edges, and that is what we're looking like. Clean up the edges like so. For mascara, I'm just literally using the Maybelline Colossal Go Extreme Mascara. It's really grubby, just ignore it. I'm going to pop this on, curl my lashes, and then use the Primark Party Lashes in number 2, and just use these tiny little corner ones here, just so that it sticks to the edge and really like lifts the eye as well. So again, these are both drugstore. This is £1.50. I think this is no more than like £6–7, and they're both really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go do this off camera and then I'll be back to do the skin. Eyes are done, eyelashes are on. Quite a nice smoky eye. And now we can move on to base. The first product I'm going to go in with is the Revolution Blur Stick, and I'm going to use this where I have larger pores. I just like to wipe on the top, and then all I do is I go over any pores that are slightly bigger, anywhere I get a bit more oily, so that it smooths and blurs out all the texture. I was going to go with my trusty Mint Melt e.l.f. primer, but I'm going to go with something different because it is still drugstore, and which this is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I have not used this in a long time, so I can't really remember what it looks like. Why is the lighting gone so dark? Oh dear, I used way too much. Well, I'm gonna rub this in. It smells like marshmallows, so that's a plus. I really can't remember whether I loved or hated this. So to conceal these bad boys, I'm going to take the Collection Lasting Perfection colour corrector in green, just green. It's supposed to be 16-hour wear. This is what I use when I've got really red spots. So I'm just going to take it, and you really don't need a lot of this. Blend out with my fingers just because I think it's easiest that way. And I'm just going to And you can see it just really reduces that redness, which is of course what we need. And the good thing is with this concealer is it's not too thick, so it's not going to look green. Like your foundation will cover the green parts that you can see here. But this is what they're looking like now, way better than they were before. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Primark matte foundation in light beige. This is what I used in my last video. Oh, that's quite a lot. And just start to apply it. The colour might look a bit off, but once it's all blended out, it will be fine. There we go, just add that there, in the centre of my forehead, along here, there, bit on my cheeks, and then I'd rather put less first and then build up the coverage than put too much and not be able to dim it down a bit. I'm just going to blend that out with this brush, and I kind of like to, like, I don't know what the word is, like not swipe like this. I like to just like pat over it just so that it really presses into the face. I think that's the best way to get the coverage out of the foundation that you're wearing, like so, and then just tap through anywhere like that. And a little goes a long way with this foundation, to be fair. Like, I know there's still texture there, but you can't get rid of texture, so just have to ignore that. But the colour is really nice, and it's covered all the imperfection that I had on my face anyway. So it's quite a matte foundation like it says, but I don't mind that. And it's not the like craziest amount of coverage, but I'm just going to add some more concealer on them anyway. For cream contour, I'm going to take the same concealer in a darker shade, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Honey. And all I'm going to do is, come on light, come back. All I'm going to do is pop this on the back of my hand like this to warm it up so it's easier to apply. I'm going to take the Real Techniques brush, don't know what number it is, but it's this dense brush here. I'm going to pat it onto the product. This is the best way so it doesn't look patchy and cakey on your skin. It's probably the best way to apply your makeup. And then I'm just going to gently tap in, and you can just see it really just applies really seamlessly onto the face. And then do these temples of my forehead and just at the top like that. And you can just see it just adds really nice colour back into your face. Bit on the nose. Tap that out. For cream blush, I'm actually going to take the lipstick that I'm going to use to kind of like tie in the look, but it is quite a dark, bright blush. So again, I'm going to take some really small amount on the back of my hand. Literally, that is all you need. You're probably not even going to need all of that. Really gently tap my brush onto that and just stipple that on, and it just adds a really nice flush of pink. So, and it will really tie in with the lips as well at the end. So I really don't want a massive like amount of cream blush because I'm going to powder over the top anyway. So there's the blusher, literally that quick, that easy. Going back to the concealer I used at the start, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. Just going to add some here, here, really brightening, so you don't need a lot of it. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Don't know what shade it's in, again I'm so sorry, but this is the concealer. I think the one I've got on now is too light, but if I just add like a really small amount of this one, it kind of like balances out the colour. Just going to conceal those spots with this concealer because it's really full coverage. My concealer brush just broke, so I'm just going to take my brush like that and just start to blend out those lines really easily, like so. If you want to make it more full coverage, just leave it to sit for a few minutes. It kind of like sets and thickens the consistency of the concealer, so that's all you have to do. But there we go, that's a lot more full coverage now. And then I'm going to start to take that concealer and kind of blend it up the sides of my nose to conceal contour highlight sort of thing, the shape of my nose, and bring it up. I don't like to bring it so close to the eye because I think that's when the creases start to look a bit obvious. So I like to just bring it round, up to the sides. There we go. There's your concealer blended. It looks really bright, and hopefully the powder you put on is going to look brightening as well. I'm going to take the I Heart Revolution Peach baking powder. I think this is literally £5, but I don't know whether I love or hate this. I literally haven't used it in like months. So I'm literally going to take it on a damp sponge like this, tap off the excess on my hand so that there's not too much product, and really set under those eyes like that. And look how flawless that looks and bright. Wow, it looks so good. And then just doing the same on the other side. I'm going to take one of these finishing powders from Kiko. I think I might go with this one. This one looks a little bit pink. So I'm going to take this one here, which is 04 and the Skin Tone Powder Foundation. So because this is a powder foundation, it's going to add a lot more coverage to the skin as well. So I'm just going to take some on this brush and just start to set everywhere else on my face and make it look flawless, really. What we're going to do is go back with this La Roc palette and take this fluffy angled brush, and we're going to take this shade here and add a little bit of this one. I'm going to just pat that colour onto the cheeks to make a little bronzer contour. There we go. That looks so flawless on the skin. We're just going to tap it like that. And I think if you leave this centre bit blank, it really like brightens the centre of your face. So I'm just going to add it just here, blend it a little bit, and just add the majority on the outer parts here. I like to take a really small detailed brush for contour. So this is the brush I take for my nose. I'm going to take the colour Freckles again, and all I'm going to do is draw a little line there, little one down the centre, and then try and add a little one here. It's really hard to contour my nose on camera because then it goes like that. It looks really dodgy. I know. Hopefully I can make it look a bit better than this. Basically, to snatch the nose even more, just take the powder, press it right into the nose here so that it creates this line and further shapes the nose. We're going to take the NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk, and we're going to draw a little line at the front to create a highlight mark, and we're also going to take some right down the centre there just to further highlight that central part. And then I just take my finger and blend it down. Again, gonna take this palette and a Orino, don't know how to say it, 07 brush, and I think I'm gonna dip into Baby Girl and Skinny Dip, which are these two colours right here. One's quite pink and one's quite peach, so I'm just gonna take a bit of both, but it looks a bit crazy on the brush. So I'm literally very lightly gonna tap that into the cheeks so that it doesn't look too much. Bit on the tip of the nose, which looks cute. It's the same to the other side. Just like that. It's a really, really nice colour of blush. Add in like 2 mixtures, I think looks really nice. So usually I'm really not a big highlight kind of girl, but I'm going to add a tiny bit today just so that I can bring life back to the skin a little bit. So I'm going to take the Kiko Milano Baked Highlight in Light of Venus, and it's this golden champagne-y colour. I'm literally just going to dip into my highlight with the blush brush a little bit and see if that works, and just tap over the cheek. Yeah, you can see it's added a really subtle sheen, which is nice because I really don't like using highlight, But that's looking really nice, and it adds a bit of colour as well. So that will do for me. I think that's as much highlight as I'm going to use. Next, I am going to take my Pro Base Mattifying Fixing Spray, and this is when I really melt everything together with the setting spray. So I'm kind of going to cover my eyes, do the top half, then do the bottom half so that I don't ruin the eyeshadow, and de-stick the lashes. To speed up the process, I take a little fan and just go over like so. I'm gonna go do bottom lashes, just put a little bit of mascara on, and I'll be back to do lips. So I'm back to finish off the lips, well, finish off the makeup look with the lips. So I'm gonna take the Kiko, oh, I've got stuff stuck all on my nails, gross. I'm gonna take the Everlasting Colour in 420 by Kiko, which is this one. It's just a nude colour. This is just so I can be more precise with the lipstick, as it's quite a bright colour. So I'm literally just gonna, ew, look at my lips, wipe that crustiness away, and then just, I don't know if you can see, I'm literally just adding a bit of definition to the lips. That is literally all I'm going to do for the lip liner, because the lipstick colour just takes over. I've literally found the perfect pink colour ever. I literally wear this all the time now. It's the Max Factor Colour Elixir Soft Matte in Raspberry Haze. It's amazing. Literally my favourite lip colour ever now. So I'm literally just going to take that. Look at the colour. It's insane. Oh no, look, I've messed up. I'm literally obsessed with this colour. I'm gonna go off camera, quickly fix my hair, sort my fringe out, and then I'll be back to finish the video. So this is the finished look using all drugstore makeup. It was just a mixture of things that I had, which are I think probably all under £10. Honestly, it's all so affordable. So this is the makeup look. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, comment and subscribe. I'm really close to 200 subscribers. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, do all those things, support me, please. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.